It's not good.
There's some very glazed eyes here. Anita,
Go shut up, I'm not crying.
a win tonight, but unfortunately Norwich City's fourth relegation from the Premier League confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, we put up a fight tonight, didn't we? 4-2. If we'd shared the goals out over the last few games, it might have been a different story. It's just a shame about Sunderland's score, wasn't it? But we knew they'd do it. We knew that. Defoe didn't score.
Yeah.
But, it's just a shame we put up a fight tonight. I've got no complaints about that. Did we do that for David? I don't know. But I don't know.
What do you make about the whole Dave McNally thing? Because we haven't really had your thoughts on McNally. Are you happy with him leaving? Because I know it's kind of split the fans a bit, which has surprised me.
I mean, I have my complaints about McNally, but I've never wanted him to leave because I do believe he's a shrewd businessman, and I've always, he is Marmite, you know, and I do believe he has been great. I mean, he's put us where we are. We were about to go into administration, and I've had my complaints. I do think that he's not been great, as in he didn't put into place a team to get us, you know, buying players, and we have.
Do you think it was almost he felt he was bigger than the club at times?
No, I felt he had to be.
Okay.
He's had to be. You know, as a CEO, you've had to be. You've got to be nasty. You know.
Do you think though? Because I think it was coming to a point where McNally was almost turning fans into customers. The communication between the fans and the club.
That's business.
Do you think
that is business?
Can you not be a nice guy and still run a good business?
Yeah, but you ask people who worked with him, and they said he's a nice guy. You ask people that he pissed off, and they asked to leave because they were not needed within the club, and they didn't like him. And that is, I am a businesswoman, and being a businessman, that is how you are perceived. And a CEO is done that. You know, if they're dead wood, they're not needed, they're out. Yeah. You know, and he has made mistakes. And in business, you do make mistakes. And unfortunately, when you're talking about millions, you know, a mistake costs you. And he was trying to balance the books at the end of the day, and that is what you have to do. And unfortunately, Delia and Michael Wynne-Jones haven't got very, very deep pockets. We haven't got multi-billionaire owners like a lot of the other clubs have, and we haven't got very deep pockets to pay the wages that a lot of the other big clubs have. We can't afford the big players that a lot of the other clubs can do, and that is unfortunate. And perhaps he has left, perhaps he can't do anymore, but can we bring in someone else that can bring us forward? We don't want to be a softly club that we were under Doncaster. Yeah. We need someone else that can progress from McNally, and I'm worried that whoever we bring in might take us backwards rather than forwards. We need someone to take us forwards.
I mean, yeah, I suppose that's done now. We just have to wait and see. But I suppose all that's left to say, what do we need to do over the summer to regroup and get promoted once again next season?
Well, McNally had put in place now to have Colney reupholstered, shall I say. He had now brought in a new chap to look at, you know, renegotiating and getting in new players. So hopefully now that will be in place to actually look at, you know, at getting in new players. So hopefully that will now be in place, because I think that's where we fell foul, was getting in, you know, the transfers. And let's hope now that we can get that in place. We are now in the Championship. Let's hope that the new youngsters matters and that we've got coming up come into the team and bring us back up. Let's hope we get back into the Premier League and we stay there this time, and we do it the right way, and this time we don't fall foul.
Anita, you haven't cried. I'm proud of you.
I know.
I'll see you next season. It's
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure. Thanks, Anita.
Bye.